Aloha folks, my name is Spoons and welcome back to another episode of Box Office Chat. This is where we take a look at the top 5 weekend domestic box office results and see how well each movie did and where they landed. So let's get started. Number 5 is Come Play, which made $373.8 thousand this weekend, bringing its domestic total to $8 million and its worldwide total to $10 million. So yeah, I think it's pretty obvious that this will be the last time we will see Come Play in the top 5, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's December, and this is a scary movie, so you could put the puzzle pieces together if you could. However, this movie's also been released on video on demand, I think, last week, so I think that'll definitely help out boost its numbers, considering the movie's only cost $9 million, and while it did make its budget back, it's probably gonna have a hard time doubling it, so hopefully the VOD numbers help it out, but as far as I know, this is the last time we will see this movie on this series. Number 4 is Let Him Go, which made $453.7 thousand this weekend, adding to a domestic total of $8 million and a worldwide total of $9 million. So pretty much similar thoughts to Come Play. It's, even though it had a strong opening, it's been quickly falling off of the charts, and I do not think we will be seeing it very soon. But once again, just like Come Play, it has recently debuted on VOD, and it's actually doing very well. I know it topped the Amazon viewing charts for the past weekend, so that's very good. So at least you could say that, and it had the second, well, at the time, second highest opening weekend for a movie post-pandemic. So at least it has those accomplishments to say for itself, but it, like I said, I do not think we will be seeing it next week. Number 3 is The War with Grandpa, which made $585.1 thousand this weekend, adding to a domestic total of $17 million and a worldwide total of $25 million. So yes, even with more theaters shut down, and even with a new family film hitting theaters, which we'll talk about later, this movie is still in the top 5, which boggles my mind. And I do have a feeling that we will be seeing much more War with Grandpa for the next month or so, because even though I didn't see the movie, I'm judging by the trailers, but I will see this movie soon. There seems to be a Christmas segment, or there must be something to do with Christmas happening in this movie, and seeing how, like I said before, we are in Christmas mode right now, I have a feeling many families will rush, well, maybe not rush, but definitely consider checking this out for the holidays with that Christmas theme to it. Or maybe it's just like one scene in the movie, and the rest of the movie has nothing to do with Christmas. So yeah, but then again, I didn't see the movie. But yeah, this is still great. The fact that it's still in the top 5, it boggles my mind, but it also impresses me. So good on you, War with Grandpa. Number 2 is Freaky, which made $799.7 thousand this weekend, leaving its domestic total at $7 million and its worldwide total at $12 million. So yeah, this movie is not doing as nearly as well as I hoped for, though I will admit that was mainly due to hype and how much I liked the movie, but still, it's not nearly meeting my box office expectations. I thought there would be more draw to this movie, a lot more word of mouth would catch people interest and lead them to the theater, but I guess not, though then again, it was Thanksgiving weekend, and I don't think an R-rated violent horror movie is something you would take the family out to see after feeding on a dead bird. But still, the fact of the matter is the movie is a box office hit. It made $12 million on a $6 million budget. It managed to double that, and it's a hit. So even though it's not nearly doing as well as I'd hoped for, the fact that it was able to double its budget makes me happy, and seeing how it's not a huge loss for Universal, I hope at least that the producers and the studio are happy with that. And finally, let's end the video off with the number 1 movie of the weekend, and what a number 1 it is, and that is The Croods: A New Age. Now, this movie, a lot of concern was going on for the movie because, there were theater shutdowns across the country, and there was a spike in surges. By the way, please wear a mask, wash your hands, follow guidelines, social distance. If you're going anywhere, please, please, please stay safe. But there was still a lot of concern as how this movie would do, and this movie blew expectations out of the water. As for the 3 day weekend, it made $9.7 million just in the weekend alone, and which adds to a domestic total of 14 million because this movie opened on the Wednesday, and a worldwide total of 35 million. So let me start off by saying that this is the highest opening weekend for any movie since theaters reopened post-pandemic. Yes, when theaters across the country are, well, not all of them, but some theaters are closed across the country now, and fewer theaters are open than they were back in late August, early September. This movie managed to open better than Unhinged, The New Mutants, and Tennant for the 3 day weekend. I think Tennant had the better 5 day weekend, but still, the fact of the matter is that is insane. And the movie already made half of its production budget of $65 million back with a little help from China, as it did also very well there with 20 million, and I think it was the number one movie there, which is great. Great. I despite my thoughts on the movie, by the way, check the review out to hear my thoughts in detail. I'm very happy with this. This makes me really happy, and it makes a lot of sense seeing how it's Thanksgiving this year and you can't really do much, so you might as well take the family out to see this movie where it's safe and where you wear a mask and social distance. Like I said before, stay safe. And I definitely think this movie will have some strong legs, like The War with Grandpa, where it will decline for sure, but it'll have small drops within each and every weekend. So yeah, I'm very happy with these results. I think this movie will have strong legs. This is a great opening for these times. Any other year, this would be considered a disaster, but especially for this year, this is a little beacon of hope. And even though I didn't like this movie, these results make me very happy. So good on you, the Croods. You had a strong opening weekend for Thanksgiving in 2020 standards. And those are the top 5 domestic box office results, but we're not quite done yet as we got another week ahead of us and 2 new movies hitting theaters this week. Man, it feels forever since more than one movie is being released in a week. And the first one is a movie called All My Life. I got this trailer in front of Freaky when I saw it in theaters, and from the looks of it, it looks like to be a romantic comedy where the boyfriend gets cancer. That sounds delightful. And in all honesty, while I do think it will manage to make it into the top 5, it won't, be anything for the Croods to worry about. I have a feeling that this will be this month's Words on Bathroom Walls or Broken Hearts Gallery, where it will do okay on its first weekend, but then it will slowly drop out of the top 5 for sure. Even though that the movie deserves a little bit more and it might be good, I'm just not seeing it with this one. And the other movie being released this weekend is Half Brothers, which is a movie whose trailer I saw in front of the Croods, which was definitely an odd trailer to put in front of a kids movie, but it looks like a buddy comedy where these two brothers don't know they're actually brothers and they go on an adventure together, and pretty much similar thoughts to All My Life, where it will open to the top 5 but won't have a huge impact or be like this next resurgence for theaters for sure. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Box Office Chat. What were your guys' thoughts on the box office results? Were you satisfied? Were you unsatisfied? Comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you like this channel, hit that subscribe button. Follow me on all of the social media links right there. And until next time, guys, stay sharp.